The Shivayogi's humility rendered his religious practices unique. He was all humility to take higher and higher flights in the skies of spirituality. His humility, generated by his daily developing sense of illusion of the separatedness of his self and of the ultimate oneness with the highest self, found God in everything and did not discriminate between the high and low, the knowing and ignorant, the saint and the sinner. His humility touched alike the high and the low. His devotees that came to him for his darshana and sahavasa found his humility too forceful to refuse impression. They returned with their religious practices charged with a new meaning and content. The Shivayogi rose in the early hours of the morning long before there began to be a string and cleansed the premises of the mud clean and tidy. Not content with this, he brushed clean and sandals of his devotees that had sought his nearness for his sahavas. There never came a devotee with a soul so dead as not to how to the force of his example and grow richer in the due consummation of his life journey. Desirelessness was another growing feature of the Shivayogi's religious practices. The desirelessness was not, however, of the ascetic kind, which is engendered by the denial of the material world. The ascetic way of a life described by man's self denial and his timid retreat into the deserted wilderness in tabooed by Veerashaivism, which enjoins a path of a duty to society and sanctions material acquisitions indispensable in the discharge of such duties. The Shiva Yogi's desirelessness was not thus unqualified. It was regulated by requirements irresistible in the discharge of his duties to his devotees. Complete desirelessness is a denial of life. But the Shiva Yogi did not seek an escape from life. He came into it and lived in it. For through it lies the way to spiritual life. The unfoldment of a life is a necessary prelude to the unfoldment of the spirit. The beauty of his life lived to exemplity the success of a human effort at attaining godhood was its practical content. He lived and pre-acquired ideals with a maximum adaptability to life.